Hey VC, what's going on? Yeah, I've been making some other videos, unboxings, things like that. So I haven't made a vinyl finds video for a couple weeks probably, besides some RSD stuff. So thought I'd do that. Got a little pile kind of stacking up that I need to. These are all ones that I've listened to and all these need to get shelved. So yeah, these what we're listening to right now. You can kind of hear it in the background. This is the newest record I just got in. Takuya Kuroda, trumpet player out of Japan. This is his newest album, Fly Moon Die Soon. Let's see, man, look at that. New record too. What are you gonna do? This is on First Word. Dusty Groove had some of these. They're the only shop that really gets the UK. This was only released in the UK in Japan. And Dusty Groove, to my knowledge, was the only company that got it in. There he is right there. He doesn't have a lot of stuff on vinyl. His album Rising Sun is one of my favorite contemporary jazz albums. It's got like some hip hop elements to it, some funkiness. A little bit of vocals here and there, but yeah, this is up there with his. It's not as good as Rising Sun in my opinion, but that album is just so great. You know what I mean? So yeah, this was a nice addition. Next, we got some RSD stuff that I didn't pick up at the store because they didn't have it, but I was able to get these. From a store up in Oregon actually, so I ended up getting the Space Hog. Actually no, I'm sorry, I got this one at Plaid Room Records. Sorry about that. That's like a clear splatter vinyl. Obviously In the Meantime, their hit song off of here, but I had this album on CD when I was in high school and stuff, and yeah, good stuff from them. I believe they're from the UK originally. It's the first time it was on vinyl, so that was hard to get. There's always a couple that are hard to get on RSD. That was from the first drop, so so this is one I got from the store in Oregon. This is the Ron Carter. What's this called? Foresight Stockholm with Renee Rosnes, Jimmy Green, and Peyton Crosley. One of his newest albums there. Very cool. He signed it and it's hand numbered. Number 1292 it looks like. So that's pretty cool. Nice album from him. Some great jazz from the most recorded jazz artist ever, Ron Carter. Next I got this in. Fat Records has been kind of delayed in a lot of their shipments. I pre-ordered this months ago. But this is NoFX versus Frank Turner. So that's the vinyl. I think they each kind of they kind of sing together on a couple songs, and then NoFX does some covers. The Pixies and stuff. So yeah, it's a pretty neat little pickup there. I'm not gonna say it's fantastic, but it's definitely a cool listen. Love anything NoFX does. So this one, originals of this go for quite a bit, and the newer pressings supposedly don't sound that good. So this is like a 2010 press or something like that, or 11. This is the music on vinyl. It's the Audio Slave. I think it's just self-titled, but yeah, nice gatefold double album. Really good record. Show Me How to Live, What You Are, Like a Stone. Yeah, nice album. Love Soundgarden, love Rage, so loved Audio Slave, really. Loved a lot of their stuff, so that was a nice pickup, nice reissue. Sounds really good, all the reviews were correct. I got this one from Dylan down at Noble Records. He had a bunch of these in stock, and I was lucky enough to pick one up. Man, this record has just been blown up since he kind of showed it. I don't know if he's responsible for the U.S. wave of this album or if people knew about it before, but he's the only one I knew that really had it in stock. So This is Slift Uman. I think they're out of the UK. You know, hard rock. Just really nice, actually. Double LP. Cool labels. What does it say here? A dizzying journey beyond the stars. So, yeah, very cool. Give it a listen. I think you can listen to it on Discogs or YouTube and stuff, but pretty cool. So thank you, Dylan, for that. Next one, Definite Grail, one I've been needing for a long time. I've been starting to sell some albums that don't mean as much to me, and not a lot of them, but you know, some high dollar ones that I just don't listen to, that you know, they're just kind of taking a place on the shelf. So I've been selling some of my you know, higher dollar albums, and then buying albums that I really want that are still expensive, but you know, ones I wouldn't just buy on my own. So this is one I needed: Beastie Boys' Ill Communication. It's original on the Grand Royal label. This is one. This one, and I got one in the mail coming. Is going to complete my discography, first press, Beastie Boys. So, very, very cool. Very excited to have that. One of my favorite albums from them. You know, I mean, they're pretty consistent with all their albums, but you know, this one has Sabotage, so that's always been a favorite of mine. So, very nice to pick that one up. And we'll just go right into another Grail. How about that? So this is one I've been wanting for even longer than the Beastie Boys album. One of my favorite albums growing up, and you know, a repress just wasn't going to do it for me. I really wanted an original pressing of it. So this is Soundgarden Super Unknown. They had 3 variants, but I got the orange. I don't know if that's the most common or not. I think they made the same amount of all 3. There's like a clear and I think a blue, clear blue and orange. You know, correct me if I'm wrong, but this one's in beautiful shape, near mint, gatefold. Just a terrific album, terrific condition. It wasn't cheap, but it wasn't, you know, what these normally go for. Yeah, terrific. I mean, Mailman, Fell on Black Day, Spoon Man. I mean, Black Hole Sun. Come on, this album. It brings back so many good memories growing up, and just definitely one that I'm excited to have. Like this one, also an album, you know, same artist, Down on the Upside. This is the first one. It's got the original hype sticker there, which I don't really like that being on the jacket. I'll see what I can do about that. But yeah, first pressing of this one. This one doesn't go for near as much. You can. And it's not necessarily one of their greatest albums, but there's some still decent songs on here, in my opinion. You know, Pretty News, Blow Up the Outside World, Burden in My Hand. You know, I think it's still a good album from them. So, a couple nice Soundgarden finds there. Also, Miles Davis, ESP. One I did not have in the Miles collection, the one I needed. It's a 2i stereo or mono? Stereo pressing. Obviously, it's you know, Wayne Shorter, Tony Williams, Ron Carter, Herbie Hancock. This is up there for me in the Miles discography. You know, it's before he started getting too you know, into the fusion and stuff like that. So this is like right on the, you know, just kind of transitioning to that, because this is what, 1968 maybe, I want to say. I don't know, it doesn't say on here, but man, this one's in nice shape too. Yeah, very nice find. Next one, you know, Tom Petty. What do you see what I got coming from Tom Petty here pretty soon? That's going to be a video. But yeah, so this is, I've been picking up some of his reissues. This is Echo. I have some of his, you know, newer albums. The whatchamacallit, original presses like Last DJ and stuff like that. But This one's hard to find, kind of, and it's actually a really good album. This is Echo. She found a local store. Even the reissues are hard to find now. So this is remastered from the original analog tapes, 10th studio album. Room at the Top. That's a great song. So this is like from the 2000s or something, or 99. I'm sorry. So yeah, really nice pressing. If you can find like a repress of this one is really nice. It came out in like 2014, the repress, I think. Another band from my high school years that I really wanted to find original of. This is 311, their first album. This album was huge when I was growing up. And that's the original first press with the promo. I guess all the original pressings all had that promo thing down there, but the label doesn't say anything about a promo. Which Discogs it matches up, so very nice, all mixed up, Down, Hive. It's a great album. Big 311 fan, always kind of have been. After 2005-ish, kind of, teetered downhill a little bit for me with them, but this one came in from Light in the Attic. This is the first time it was ever on vinyl. This is Melvin Sparks. I'm Funky Now. It's the clear edition. I think they did like 100 copies of the clear. But yeah, Melvin Sparks, great guitar player. Who else played on here too? There was a couple big names on here if I remember right. I don't know, I can't see it on here. It doesn't say. Maybe Charles Earland? I don't know. But it comes with this nice little insert. And yeah, just a really nice album from him. Maybe if I pull this record out, it'll say. No. Can't remember who played on this, but yeah, it's a nice funky. It came out like this was all recorded in the 70s, but yeah, nice funky guitar from him. So pretty cool. I can't remember where I saw this. Maybe it was on the Ingrooves YouTube page. Him talking about it, and then I gave it a listen, and I really liked it. This is a 70s or late 60s, early 70s psych group out of Arizona. This is Folkstone Prism. But the band is called Candlemas. Pretty cool label there. Nice Obi. But yeah, definitely. I think it's just one guy. The band's named after one guy or something like that. Definitely some, definitely psych. I'm not gonna say, in the garagey aspect of the psych. More just on the psych. Some kind of trippy sounds and some cool guitar and stuff like that. So I really enjoyed it actually. So that was a nice pickup. Picked up a couple Tone Poets. People have been showing them, but Bobby Hutcherson, The Kicker. One that I think was only released on vinyl once in like the 90s. But, Joe Henderson, check. I'm buying it. Grant Green, I'm buying it. So right away, Grant Green, Joe Henderson, Duke Pearson, Bob Cranshaw, and Al Harewood with Bobby. So terrific as usual. The Tone Poet, you guys all know, just does amazing. If you haven't heard that, check it out. Can't beat the price. I found that Plaid Room Records has the cheapest price on these. So if that's worth anything to you. Also picked up Jackie McLean, It's Time. Terrific cover. I mean, one of my favorite covers. Another terrific Blue Note record. Charles Tolliver, Herbie Hancock, Cecil McBee, and Roy Haynes. So can't go wrong with that. Jackie's killer as usual. Yeah, I got this one from Vinyl Me Please. These came back in stock. They weren't in stock for a long time. Fiona Apple. And so let me read this title. The idler wheel is wiser than the driver of the screw, and whipping cords will serve you more than ropes will ever do. So this was, I believe, the first reissue, first official vinyl reissue that they were allowed to do. So it's very cool that they're kind of putting out all of her albums. Just really nice album from her. So Vinyl Me Please, as usual, does a really great job with their pressings. I saw they were doing a reissue of this. This was pretty cheap on Amazon, actually. Collective Soul. Probably my favorite album from them. I think it's their second album, I think, maybe. First time on vinyl, but it's got, The World I Know, Where the River Flows, December. So that was nice. Kind of even the wife was listening to this, and she really kind of enjoyed some of the songs on there. Got this one from Record Jungle out in LA. Been looking for this one for a couple years now, really. But the price on these can be kind of stupid. So this is the Silvers' first album, entitled The Silvers. The old Pride label there. Yeah, nice 70s soul. A little bit of funk to it. Not too much disco in the early stuff, which was nice. More just kind of soul funk. So that was a nice pickup. Got this one from Euclid Records up in St. Louis. Yusef Lateef, Cry Tender. Original on New Jazz. I love that New Jazz label. So simple, just nice purple label. But yeah, really nice from Yusef. He plays a couple different instruments on here. He plays sax, flute, and oboe. And then it's also got Lonnie Hillier, Hugh Lawson on piano, Herman Wright on bass, Frank Gant on drums, Oliver Jackson also on drums on a couple songs, and Wilbur Hayden also steps in. So a couple of names that you don't really hear somewhat, but a couple also that are pretty regular. But yeah, great album. Yusef, some of his stuff, it gets kind of out there, and I don't know, but this was still really nice. This is from like 1962, maybe? I don't know. Something like that. Early to mid 60s. But yeah, great album from him. This was a killer find. The seller on Discogs had this in the wrong one. So he had this cover listed as pretty bad shape. So whenever that happens, I always ask for a picture. Well, as you can see, there was a top seam split, which I repaired. With Seams Easy strip, not a big deal. And the cover itself, had a sticker here that I removed, not a big deal. And then he sent a picture of the wax as well. Well, it was the red wax, which, if you look on Discogs, it's pretty rare. These don't come up often for sale. I think only 6 or 7 people have this on Discogs. So this is actually more rare than the first pressing. So that was pretty cool. So I jumped on it. This was a killer deal. Great record. Sonny Rollins, with Kenny Dorham. Hank Jones, Oscar Pettiford, Max Roach on drums. I mean, killer stuff here. Betty Glamon on harp on a couple tunes. Both sides are very different. One side's real bop, and the other side is just real, mellow with some harp sounds and stuff like that. So both sides are, depending on which one you put on, it's kind of different sounds. So it's a great record, and I was really happy to get that. Just a couple more here. From that New West record sale, I got Drive-By Truckers, Decoration Day. Great record from them. You guys all know about Drive-By Truckers. Always happy to pick up one of their records. This was very reasonable priced as well. And last but certainly not least, Larry Young, Heaven on Earth. I think I got this one on eBay. It's original Liberty pressing. Let's see here. Byard Lancaster, Herbert Morgan, George Benson on guitar, which was very nice. Edward Gladden on drums. So, very nice record. You gotta like organ jazz though. If you don't like organ jazz, it probably isn't for you. So, yeah, nice record from Larry. Very underrated songwriter, or jazz composer, I guess you could say. But he had some great stuff he put out. So, really nice. All right, guys, that's it for this pile. Hope everyone's doing well. I started cutting back on I'm gonna start cutting back on like used record purchases. The only thing I'm gonna buy is like if you know, a reissue comes out, or you know, something like that, or a new record drops, or you know, something that's gonna go out of, you know, stock pretty quick and be $500 in a week. So like RSD stuff, I'm still gonna participate, and you know, stuff like that. But as far as used records, I think I'm done buying. I'm gonna try till the end of the year and see how that goes. I just need to, you know, enjoy my collection a little bit more and relax. And I don't know, I'm going through one of those phases, you know, that I guess all collectors kind of go through, that I need to appreciate my stuff a little bit more than just buy. But you know, there's so much new good stuff coming out that I am still gonna partake in that. But as far as just going on eBay and Discogs and stuff, I'm gonna try to cut that out a little bit and save a little bit of cash. I got some stuff I'm gonna be selling. I don't really like the trade thing. I hate not getting the right value for my records. I guess, I don't know, being greedy, I don't know. But I took some into Josie Records one time, and they tried to give me some shit money for it. So anyways, take care, guys. We'll talk to you next time.